Hi you guys, it's Maya here. Just a quick update. Please forgive the way that I look. I've been laying down most of today, so I'm looking just a little bit on the sleepy side. So I have some good news. We did go ahead and have a transfer this afternoon. They called us at 8 in the morning today to let us know that our embryo had thawed out and what had kept on splitting, and so we were scheduled for a transfer this afternoon at 1. And yeah, so they put this little guy back right there, just covering my name there. I don't know, you can see it has a number 1 right there. So it's I think the embryo that they put back last time was number 27. This is number 1. So this is an expanded blast. And yeah, so the doctor said it looked really good. And so this little guy, hopefully, is making himself right at home. And so that's my news. Nothing new about the transfer. I should have started drinking because they ask you to go in with a full bladder. The reason why they ask you to go in with a full bladder is because ultrasound waves travel a lot better and give much clearer image if they travel through liquid than they do air or mass. So they want your bladder full because when they do a transfer, right, you are up in the stirrups. The doctor puts in the speculum and inserts a little catheter that they put the embryos with, embryo in my case, and there's an assistant or a nurse, I think, who is performing an ultrasound on your stomach, like your regular ultrasound. So they put the jelly on your tummy and they press on, and so while the doctor is busy with the actual transfer, there's someone else who is in charge of getting the imaging on the screen so that the doctor knows where to release the embryo. So that's why you have to go with a full bladder. Last time, because it was a Saturday afternoon, I think it was a lot slower. The doctor was there on time, we were there on time. I only started drinking about a half hour, and I started feeling my bladder a little bit, like it was a bit full by 1. But I should have started like a quarter past 12. Like 45 minutes would have been great. My bladder would have been a bit fuller. But the doctor said it was no problem. They still visualized it. It was really neat because this time I could actually concentrate in watching the screen. Last time I didn't realize how uncomfortable I was until I had the procedure done again today. But last time I was experiencing some OHSS symptoms. That is ovarian hyperstimulation syndrome, and I was swollen and bloated and just I was just not feeling really well. And now it was just a regular day. This morning my husband and I decided to clean up our house a bit because I do plan on taking it easy the next week, so I'm not going to be cleaning. So this morning I cleaned the bathroom real well, mopped, vacuumed, the whole thing. My husband did the same thing. And then we got ready, showered, and went to the transfer. And it was kind of funny because we got in the car and we have this song. When we got married, it was a surprise. I mentioned this before, but we got married on June 12th, 2010. And up until that day, save for my mom, who had to fly from far away, and my maid of honor, who also had to come from a different country, nobody knew that we were getting married that day. So people were invited to a party, and they showed up, and we told them what we were actually going to be doing that day. And so that was kept a secret for a little bit. And so the world at large did not know that we had gotten married. So we made a really cute, if I do say so myself, video. montage about the wedding, and we used the song "I'm Yours" by Jason Mraz as the song that was playing in the background through this entire video. And today we turned on the car, and that was the exact song that was playing. So I was like, "This is a song," which, you know what, it might not be, but it was just cool. So the doctor also, it's the same. That's the boy doctor in my practice that my husband and I don't particularly like. It was a lot better this time, or maybe we've just gotten more used to how he is and his bedside manner. But he did seem to be more willing to explain to us what he was doing. So he told me I'm going to insert the speculum, which I already knew, but I'm really happy when they tell me what they're doing. And then, so they insert one catheter first, and you can see it. He said, you can see it in your uterus. You can see this tiny little white little dot. And he said, that's it. And then through the first catheter, he inserts another catheter, a thinner one, where the embryo is being held. And then you can see, he says, okay, listen, now you're going to see a little tiny cloud. You're going to see a cloud in the image. So that's just him inserting the liquid where the embryo is in. And then you could see it. And today we saw it. And my husband and I didn't see it last time. And yeah, so it was really neat to actually to see that. And my husband and I have been calling like the little embryo cloudy all day, because the doctor said like the little cloud that you're going to see on the screen. So that's kind of been cute. So the procedure is so quick. It's in and out. I've mentioned before, my clinic does not do bed rest. Like, they don't have you lay down there for 30 minutes. It's like, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Get right back up and go. So my husband went to get the car. I sat down while he went to get the car. I didn't walk to the car anymore. And since nobody here knows that we had this done today, and my grandpa, oh jeez Louise, no, my father-in-law was coming this afternoon to help out. So my sister-in-law is away on holidays with her entire family, and we have a key to her place. So I didn't do anything. Like, I said to my husband, like, listen, you and your dad do what you need to do. There was some yard work here that needed to happen, and it was very nice that his dad offered to help. And after the transfer, my husband just drove me to my sister-in-law's, and I just camped out there all afternoon. I just laid down, didn't do much of anything. I'm sitting a little bit right now, but my clinic, like I said, does not say full bed rest or anything like that. They actually tell you can go right back to work right after the transfer. But I'm happy and lucky that this fell on a Saturday. So today I've been laying down. I haven't lifted anything. I did fold some laundry, but this was like laying down with my feet up. And my husband took care of the rest for me. And then I spent all afternoon at my sister-in-law's, and then I just came home. We had some dinner. And yeah, so I'm really happy to have this little picture to take home, because last time they didn't give one to us. And actually, right after the transfer, they told me I wouldn't get a picture. And I was hormonal, and I was not feeling well. And I was just so disappointed that I wasn't going to get the picture that I started crying. So I was like sad. And then I've read research that says that you're actually supposed to be laughing after your transfer, and that helps implantation and whatnot. So I felt guilty that I had been so sad and crying. And my husband tried to go back in to get them to give the picture, and they said no. And so he and I got in a bit of an argument over that, and it was just so silly. So today, all in all, was a much better experience, not only for me physically, but for the both of us emotionally. So yeah, that's it. That's where we're at. So my beta is going to be really late. It's on the 25th. That's 11 days past 6-day transfer, which is late. But the reason for that, I figured out, because the doctor actually didn't tell me. He's not very communicative. I have to get another shot, like the trigger shot that I gave myself to ovulate. It's progesterone. It's the same shot that I'm going to be giving myself on Monday, just to help me with keeping my progesterone levels up to sustain the pregnancy if it were to implant. Last time I did vaginal suppositories, but this time they also say it's not necessary and it's a lot more uncomfortable for the patient. So I'm assuming they want that trigger shot to be out of my system before I get tested. So I don't know if I'm going to test or when, but I'll keep you posted, alright? Thank you so much for watching, you guys. Have a great weekend. Bye.